State.
She was one of the first phone calls that Bartlett received, seeing lots of pitches to gather the information for the hitters behind you.
And that's a called third strike. That'll be the first strikeout of the game. With one of the lineup adjustments, Milius is actually the deep well. Pitch, big swing, and that'll be the second strikeout of the game. So 2 up, 2 down. Tall. Hitting .396, does have 13 RBI. Due to the cold weather, everything was bumped up. That pitch, Carwile goes over and makes the catch for the third. We'll head to the bottom of the first. You're watching Big 12 Now. And Becker, Edwards, Naomi, Work's hitting .588. Price at third. You see Lissy and Rollins and Van Hook. So we have Becker at the plate.
If she swings the bat.
Well, when you're hitting .532
pitchers traditionally in the past, as softball has done.
Well, and the streak will continue as Becker.
And with Rachel Becker on second base, she's speedy.
That ball, that'll be a base hit. The way the right fielder was fielding that, I didn't know.
To defensively go after them.
Swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout. I'll throw it to first. Coming out of Frisco, Texas, hitting .474, 4 home runs.
If you can figure out how to hit well, I'll put you in the lineup.
Ground ball to third. Price picks it up, fires to first in time for the second out. But
we're making that play. But Rachel Becker,
Oklahoma product out of Purcell. Only had no strikes. Pitch on the way. That'll be an easy play for the third out, and that will retire the side. Oklahoma State picks up 1 at the top of the second. You're watching Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Leads the nation with 14 home runs.
And Coach Bartlett want to be in making appearances often, and so for Van Hook to be patient, and she was a
kind of leads the team with 10 walks herself.
This job, they gobble things up the middle, and Rachel Becker, she usually takes part of the plate, which is usually so effective. She's got to tickle that out.
Big swing and a miss. 2 outs now.
About when we talked to Coach Bartlett this past week, you and I is so helpful.
1-2 pitch, a big swing and a miss, and that will retire the side for Arizona State. All-conference performers. And I think the biggest note here is that's ball 4, so Factor will take first.
That's the second lead as DP. The expectation is you're going to hit. You're going to have those RBIs.
0-2. Fire to second for the force out. And in time for the double play, so
through to second base, and Lissy was able to valuable. Not every single pitcher is able to do that well.
But she has stayed here, and each year continues to get. Rollins throws it to first for the third out for Oklahoma State as we head to the. Kayla Lissy at the plate. Time will tell. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And that will be the 6th strike. A utility player for Arizona State. Only hitting more than what we saw in Game 1 against Florida State. That's inside ball 4, so that'll be a walk. Her second walk
against Arizona State. She's got quite a few Ks. A couple walks, and you're going to know every single little intricacy.
Second for the force out. She gets the out at second.
She fields that ball cleanly, turns around and throws. Naomi,
the DP, struck out her first time up, but hitting.
From what you and I have seen, it's way off the plate or it's higher and inside. Another walk.
It's ball 4. That's the third walk.
Third out for Oklahoma State is going to be crucial, especially with runners on base.
You could do that when you're an All-American.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And a big swing and a miss. The 7th strikeout of the game. And Maxwell, and then UCF, Arizona State, and then Sunday just one
classic.
Bloodworth up, the sophomore, hitting .260. Played third pretty much the entire season. Price comes up with it and fires to first for the out. 1 down.
Bloodworth was ready to swing. She was aggressive, but when you're
country, but here she's hitting a 532 with a walk.
I'm sure there'll be a watch party a little bit later in the year.
Second, Rollin picks it up, fires to first, 2 down.
That's another big out.
Does have a single today and a single to right.
Our Osborne is winning the battle.
That pitch, ball 4, Big 12 player, but the big thing with Kylie Naomi is she has championship goals you make as the game goes along. The 1-2 pitch, changeup in there for a called strike, and so that will end. 7 strikeouts on the day. Series, Allie, 3-time All-American at Arizona. Set pitch outside, got Van Hook to chase it for the strikeout, her 8th.
Van Hook swinging before that ball really breaks out before Van Hook could come up and possibly hit a home run. Bartlett.
Work picks it up. She'll take it herself for the first out, or for the second out, excuse me.
Missing it or going through or going to first base for a toss. Really that you have to look at your approach to the game, your approach in the circle.
3-1 pitch outside for 238. Again, limited at bats because
squeezing that box just a little bit.
Yeah, that's a called strike 3, and that'll retire the side she's been able to get out of Osborne.
Well, especially coming off that game.
It goes back to the changeup.
Right.
Ground. Price grabs it, throws to first, not in time, so that'll be an infield single.
The corner of left field there.
We'll have a pinch runner at first. Two-one pitch. Fires to second for the force out, and back to first in time for the
sprint to the fence or to the dugout, so that you're able to come back off the wall quickly.
Price has it. Fires to first in time. And Oklahoma top of the 5th. Oklahoma State still leads 1-0. You're watching Big 12 now. And a 1-run ball game. Oklahoma State holding on to that 1-run hitter, Yanni.
How special is that you get to play with your big sister? Let's play at the same program.
Our first, Work picks it up, fires to Becker, but they're going to say the speed of Yaya gets
Acuna at first base.
Price up. That'll be a sac bunt as Acuna goes to second.
Position. All the hitter has to do is put it in play and get it through the infield.
0-2 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. That'll be strikeout number 10, and that'll be the 4-11. 8 RBIs. The tying runs at second.
Around the zone for a ball, or you can just
ball to Bloodworth at third. Fires to first in time to fifth. Oklahoma State still holds on to a 1-0 lead. You're watching Big 12. Katie Lott, the DP up. She's 0 for 1. Ground taking advantage of the portal and recruit a third. Price fires to first for the out. That's
the adjustment Oklahoma State has to make is
each gal on the roster. Going to be extra base hits for Tuck. She heads on with that pitch and driving it to the wall.
Watching the game.
Bloodworth up 0 for 1.
Yep.
Come off the bench. Lissy has it. Fires to first in time. 2 out. Where that ball was hit. Waitman really didn't even. Osborne did have a complete game earlier this year.
You've been there, you don't know how to get there.
3-2 pitch inside. Ball 4, her second walk of the game. And a mental mistake. So we get set here for the top of the 6th. 3-4-5 hole hit.
You got to pull back. Last thing you want is that punt to be straight up in the ears.
Big swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11. 1 out. Better of it, a walk and a strikeout. So Maxwell coming into this game had big swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Strikeout number 12 for Mac.
Be something that the Sun Devils are having a hard time with.
Support the pitchers. 2-1 pitch. Factor picks it up, fires to first, and fires to second. And that's all because Cheyenne Factor hustled into the game. Cunningham hitting .292. It's a big strikeout for number 12 in the game, and that will retire the side for Arizona.com.
Yeah, just highlight Oklahoma State at number 2. Quite a those to be national champion. Ooh.
That changeup from Osborne hits Edwards, and so
put down the bunt, move the runner to second base, get her in scoring position.
2-2. Price has it, fires to second in time, but they can't turn the...
Go back to first base. She just went...
ASU is trying to turn their third double play of the game.
A little bit of a mental mistake by pinch runner Waitman. The run across.
Price grabs it, fires to first in time. Snag that ball out of the air. Her momentum took her to first to make the throw. So Carwell 0 for 2 on the day.
Oklahoma State.
Pitch low. That'll be a walk. And she's kind of been the number 2 go-to pitcher for Arizona State in this situation. Again, Rolland picks it up, goes the short way to second for the third out. 1-0. You're watching Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. Win. Be their 22nd win of the year. No action in the bullpen. This is middle. Becker has it over to first in time for the
ground ball, but Becker doing a great job of tracking that ball down.
So 1 out on full count pitch. And that's number 14 for the second out. Is Maxwell. Complete game. And that ball's fouled off.
Price a little bit.
High for ball 4. And a runner on with 2 outs.
Great bat.
Leads the team in hits. And the big strikeout, number 15, will lock in the victory of the year. And Oklahoma State improves to 22-2, and that's 4 on the year. Just her 6th complete game. Oklahoma State, Minnesota. You're watching Big 12 now.